Okay, so I'm back again, and hopefully this time the video will be not recycling. I saw that video was it's hard for for later watching. Right now, you can or the audio is there, so let's see how it works. So okay, let's go check. All right, let's start and. I want to make sure that it's working okay this time. So here you put that shape. So I'm going to repeat that quickly that what this class is about today. So we are working on the portrait uh, with the uh, different angles, not just one angle in the front like I discussed in the previous classes. It's not just a one. This is the very common, easy to learn how to control the proportion like that. And let me grab the eraser. So you erase this, the side of it, the draft here that you started, right? And some ears. So this is the very basic of the portrait drawing basics, right? Like you don't need to do anything like eyes are going up or eyes going down. So it's just straightforward person looking right to you, and that's all it is. So and then you give a little bit here. Let me complete this so you guys can understand. If somebody is new here at the class today, so he would know what we are dealing here. Basically, I discussed in the previous classes the shape. You should know about the shape, how to draw the shape, right? That shape will take you from any angle of the face. But as long as you know how to draw elliptical shape like this, or elliptical, or any, whatever you call this shape, the egg shape, or so this is what you need. You need to practice over and over and over to get this shape done properly. You can do a thin shape, or you can do a little bit kind of round, but you can go circle also. You can go circle also, but then you need to cut a little bit. Then you put a little triangle here. Then it requires more, work. But here is very simple, right? You already have the shape of the face, and then you go put a line here in the middle. If the person is straight looking at you, then you put two dots, and the eyebrows, nostril, then top eyelid, bottom eyelid, and the lips. Actually, just on I'm gonna touch on these small details also, like how to make a nose. When you are easy with the with drawing a portrait like this, then I'm gonna touch a little bit in a class that how to draw small the small portion of the portrait as well. So here, so this is done. Now see that it's very easy, right? Like it takes a little bit attention, and it works very good. So I think the video is keep pausing again, but I'll let it go, right? So I can edit that video and upload that later on. You can enjoy it later on. So let me just go quickly. I'll keep the class short today, right? Because the video is not streaming is not working properly, and it's keep pausing and all that, right? Let me go get the set quality low. Let's go to 480. Maybe it helps. It helps the stream. Anyway, so here, one line, a person looking at you, there's no sideways, there's no up, no down. So basically this is what is there, right there, right? And then you go put the eyelids, the eyebrows, then you put the nostril, then you do the upper lip, bottom lip. Yeah, then you can clean it up a little bit, give more to the eyes, right? And then the neck, the shoulders. You want to make a neck shorter, you can make a neck shorter. Then you give the collarbone and a little bit, and then lastly you clean it up the draft. Let me grab another eraser because I have to go and here, so you can clean this. Whoever is watching, just bear with me please, and I will delete this video, and I'll add it and put it back again, so don't worry, it'll be on the web again, on my channel again. So this is the basically this is the very simple. Now if I go and same shape, right, same shape, and I draw this line, probably here, like let's keep it here, right? So if person, let me just go quickly give you this the reference before I draw this. So that's what I am heading basically. I will show you quickly, and so you can keep this as a reference, and then I will show you how to do the this portrait with this method, right? On the side of the portrait. Here, let's get this done quickly. You can watch this also, how this can be done without going with all that, right? That's what I draw. So because I practice, I do so much. So this is what we heading basically. What That's what we try to draw here, and there you go. So when you heading, let me go zoom in a little bit so you guys can see clearly what's going on here. So this is what we heading here. Now look at this. The eye gets smaller, right? This eye get a little bit different shape. Instead of if somebody is looking at you right in front, then the eyes will be like that. This eye will be like this, but soon as it turns, it goes this way. So the shape of the eye will change. That's what the eye will look like when he's looking on the side. That's what happened basically with the eye. And the tear duct will get shorter, and the top eyelid will be like that, will be a little bit hidden here, and the eyebrow will be a little bit shallow, and then you come down here more exposed to there. That's how what happened. And the nose, just don't worry about this, I mix it up with this. So this is what happened with the eye. Instead of like this, the front, and this, when you turn it, it looked like that. So same thing here. I did a little bit smaller portrait, right? I should done a little bit bigger so you guys can see, but it's still not bad. You can see it, right? And so here I would put one line here, right? Now look at this. If I work here, let me grab the other pencil. This pencil is too light. Now if I do this, the lines will be straight because it's looking right in front of us, right? So the lines will be straight, and there's no curve in the line, right? But soon as the head turn, it goes like this, and there you go. So these lines a little bit change its position like that. So it goes from here to there. That's how a head is. The face, this will go here, this will go here, this will go here, and that's how it works. So same thing here. If you put a line here, the line will travel, get flat, not exactly flat, but a little bit flat, and then it goes turn a little bit. When you put a nose line, it will go like this, and then it will turn like this. Mouth, where the lips are, it will be like this. So this is soon as it change the angle and the proportion change. So now I'm gonna go put two eyebrows. Let's put or put the eyes. Let's put the eyes first. That's how we start. You know what? Let's get the other pencil. Let's get the eyes done, right? And then I will put a nose. Now you should know, you have to practice. I know the nose looks like this from the front, right? That's how the nose looked like from the front. Let me give it a little bit shape so you guys know what I'm doing, right? So this is from the front, right? Soon as you go from the side, you should know what the nose look like from the side. So if you don't understand what the nose look like from the side, you should practice before you get here. So we in any direction you should know what the different features of the face they will look like from different angles. So you see the eye from the side, it looked like this a little bit, not exactly side, not a profile, but a little bit it had turned like this, so eyes will look like this. When the nose turn right here, the nose will look like this, a little bit showing, and not exactly with the profile will be look like this. So profile will be very from the side, right? This is the profile. We are not dealing in the profile yet, so I will show you how to deal with the profile later in the class. So this is just I'm putting down so you know what is the what it looked like its profile. You can let me just get the eraser again here. All right, let's get the eraser. Let give him a nose a little bit shorter here. This is the profile, right? And from the side, it will look like a little bit here also from this side, right? So it's not side, is not front, and it's a little bit angle. So you should know how to treat this this type of nose, and then you do the shape of the upper lip. So same thing here. So whenever you start a portrait, which is you want to make a change the direction of the portrait, like where is looking, then you decide this line would be here, right? Then the eyes line will be like this, the nose will be like this, and the nose and the eyes, the ear will sitting here. So if you wanna do this, this is fine too. You can put an ear here, and then the lips like this. Same thing with the front of the face. So if sorry, I would go a little bit here. So this is what looked like from the front, right? And this is what looked like from the side. You can go a little bit it looking down. So if you want to make them looking up, you can go put the line, and then you do same thing like this, a little bit up, because the proportions are changing. Sooner the person looking a little bit up, this will see this head is leaning down because I put the line like this. Then you can go a little bit straight here, and then you go turn this line downwards. If you want to make him look too up, then this is what happened with this face. So this will be like this. He's looking at top. So now anytime you want to change the position, these lines will change the position. So if you want to make him look up, you can make it lines goes down like this. If you want to make him look down, you can go like this. So if you want to make him straight, the lines will be like this. So it's all depend. Like now, soon as you put a if looking up, the nostrils, the nose will expose more, the eyebrows, the eye socket will, and the eyes get a little bit shallow, like because he's looking up, and the upper lip will show more, the bottom lip, and these features of the face will be uh, a little bit on the curve also, like that. So it not, if it looking in the front, from the front, the features will be look like this, right? The same one, if he's looking down, then it will be like this. It will be like this. So up, up, right? A little bit shallow, and then it goes like this. That's how. And then down, the upper lip will get shallow, the lower lip will more exposed, and it will be down like this. So, and the nose will become more closer to the lips because he's looking down, right? So that's how what happened. People get confused. They said, "Oh, the I see a portrait. The eyes were in the middle of the portrait." So, which is fine. It's possible because if the person is looking down, then you looking most of the this part, and this part gets shallow. That lips will go here, the nose will go here, and you don't see the nostrils, right? That's because the nostril will be the nose you looking more from the top, not from the bottom. Here is a different situation, right? You looking the nostrils, you looking the lower part of the nose more. The eye socket, the eyes get shallower, the forehead gets shallow, and it gets smaller. But you will see more of that the underneath the chin because the person is looking up. So, and this jawbone and everything will change a little bit, and it look everything change soon as someone change a little bit position. Then this is the only time people get confused. They said, oh, it's hard to draw the portrait, but you should know what angle it's different features will look like. So you see this person looking down. Let me put the eyebrows quickly. See, the lip is get closer to the nose. The jawbone will be a little bit shallow at the chin. The chin will be looking shallow. The ear, let me just make the ear a little bit smaller. It's to look too big. And then the forehead and the head will expose more. You can see that here is less. Let me just mark it down so you guys know what it looked like. See that this is the forehead where the eyebrows and the upper part of the head, and here is more of the top part of the head you can see because the person is looking down. So this is the only thing. It changes the proportions and the changes the position of a certain part of the portrait, and people get confused. They said, oh. So just remember that things change. Soon as position change, it change. So now let's go. Let me make. Let's bring the sketchbook here, and I will put the head here. Again, this is my rule. Don't forget, please. It's Momin's rule. So I want to, now I have the basic structure, right? Basic shape of the face or portrait, whatever you call. Now I say I want to make him look here, right? So before you go put a line here, which is going like this, right? And then now it depends, like where you want him to look. You want him looking up, you want to look him down. What do you need? If you want to make him look down, these lines will go like this. It will be curved downward. That the lips, right? And same time, if you have a face with the same profile, like he's looking here, but up or down, right? So now I said no, he's looking up like that. So this will be like this. See that the the top part it gets shallow, and this part is more, right? And it get smaller and smaller in the on the chin level, right? So here you get more chin, less forehead and the head, but nose will expose more. Let's put and the eyes get a little bit changed because of the position, right? It's not looking towards us. The nose will be like this, and the lips will be here, the jawbone, and the chin, the eyebrows, the ear. Again, the ear will be sitting here, so I will go make you create erect the ear. See, the ear is slightly go down too, right? It's not in the center of the face anymore. So because the fixed part, right? It move as the head moves. So the ear go down here. The chin will be more exposed, more area here on the chin. The forehead gets smaller, and the head part, and then the neck will be more exposed. Let's say the person looking here. I'll put some shoulder. The neck will turning. So let's see, raise this part. It's too dark here. Nose, you have to be a little bit careful about the nose. You make sure that you not overdo the nose. The eyes, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, and then you can tweak it, right? Like you don't need to be you have the eraser, you can erase it, it's no problem, and then you work very fine details. The nose, you can go now. It's time to expose this portrait to the light. So once you are exposed to the light, then you create those the feature, how this, where the light is coming from, how the light works. You should understand. I explained to you in earlier classes, like if the light is coming from, the previous class, what the shape of the head will look like when the light coming from the certain position. So you should know, right? Now, assuming the light is coming from here, right? So this eye socket will cast some shadow. This eye socket will cast some shadow. Some the bottom eyelid and the top eyelid. This part of the forehead and the head will cast some shadow because it's less exposed to the light because of the shape. Like, see, the shape is like this. So here, this is what the shape it look like this, right? So this part is more exposed, this part is more exposed, this part a little bit exposed because of the lip is casting shadow. So I dark underneath the lip, lower lip, and then this will be a little bit darker, and of course the chin and the jawbone will cast some shadow also because the light, I'm assuming light is coming from here, and I will create some dark value here because the eyes were casting some shadow, the head, the forehead. Let's go in a little bit more detail, and then the forehead will be, let's get rid of this line here. We don't need this. I just explaining what it looked like, and then I will go clean it up more like this. Let's make him a little bit it's a kind of a little bit more chunky type of face. I want to make him look a little bit more control here. So the ear will be like that. There you go. This will be darker. The shoulder will be darker here. The ear will cast some shadow. And let's go control more light here. There you go. So this is what happening with a person looking up with this with a little bit side face, right? And if he's looking down, then I would go put these line downward like that. So you create, see this here. Let's finish this one. I start this one. So here, put the eyebrows. Let's start with the I always start with the eyes. So let's put these eyes first. Now see, the eyes are not like that. we used to put these two marks like that, but now we are putting a little bit more shallow like that, like a little bit elliptical shape here, and then I will put the top eyelid, the bottom eyelid. Always make sure that how much distance from here to here. This distance is very important, right? The arch of the nose and this distance. Basically, that would measure how long the nose is, right? So you have to be careful when you are working on the portrait. You make sure that you control that space from here to here. This is very important. So you just be mindful that you make sure that this space is not too long or not too short. So here the ear, let's put the ear. Okay, just vaguely, you don't need to explain too much. And then look at the chin gets smaller, right? And the lip is getting closer to the mouth. This side of the lip gets shorter, and this type of the lip is get long. I mean, like I would say normal, what it look like, and then your nose will the nostril will be gone. You don't see as much. It shows here in this portion here. Here is gone, here is gone, and I will cast some shadow. The tear duct will be more shallow, and then the light, I'm assuming the light is coming from here. Let's change the a little bit more, see what happened with the light if the light is coming from here. So this will be darker. This the nose will be exposed to the light, so it will be more dark. This eye socket will be darker here, because see that now you can see that what happening, right? Because the face is more flatter here, right? It coming down here, and it get flatter. So where the light is, this part of the forehead and the head will be lit up. It blocks some light here. That's how you see the shape of the object what you try to draw. This is what happened when the light is coming. Well, whichever part is more exposed to the light, it lit up, and then whatever is not, and it will cast some shadow. So here I will put the light. It's is blocking the light. See, this part of the nose is exposed because the nose is coming out, right? A little bit out of the face. The eye socket will be more darker because there's less light is going, and this side of the face will be casting shadow. So it'll be darker because this light is coming from here. And this lip, and then a little bit of the chin also would cast some shadow, and I will put some light here, some here also. I'm gonna go a little bit more here so we can clean it up more, and a little bit dark here, and the nose will have some shadow also. Highlight, and then you do the neck. So let me get the shoulder down. Let's get this draft line erased so we can have a more clear idea what we're working on it. There you go. Let's look more normal. Now I'm gonna erase these draft lines which I started. We don't need them because our job is done. Now let's get this eye a little bit more look. Let's clean this up. So more structure is the face is more bony type of face. So you can give him a little bit more structure here. If the person face is more like chunky and has less bones are looking, then the face will be look like this, round like this, like something like that. If you need to create more like a bony type of face, then you go clean this up, right? More skinny or I don't know, you just and then you go a little bit more shape to it. Give a little here, the jawbone, the eyes, and like that. So it'll be more. It create more shape instead of going round, right? Let's do this side. Let me clean it up a quick more, and so we can have a better understanding or idea what it looked like. And then this side will be casting shadow also. There you go. So this is what happened when you looking at the face from different angles, right? Like from here, there, and so let me just change the quality of my video here so I can see better on the monitor. So there you go. Any any time you look at the person face is changing direction. And let's talk about the profile also lastly, then I will be finishing class soon. So profile is a little bit different than this, so make sure that you put a circle, or you can go like this. You don't need to put a triangle or anything, you just go put this circle here and then you go. That's all you need for making a profile, right? And then you put a line here, the nose and the lips. That same line will work here also. And then you put a one line here for the ear and for some forehead, the nose, the lips, and the chin, the forehead, this, and then you do the neck, and then you erase the the draft that you started with, right? You can touch it up, right? If you see any flaw or something, it's not the the end of the your sketching practice, right? You can go clean it up more. Let's say you put an ear, give a little shape to the ear. So I'm assuming the eyebrows are here. Now the everything changed, right? See the eyes from the side, they look like the eye socket will blocking here, and then the side of the face will be like that. So the nose will be a little bit, and you see if the person is leaning face over there, then you can see the nostril. But because we are looking from very side and it's not leaning backward or toward us, so his face will be the look like this. Let's give him a little bit more chunky neck. It's too thin. And let's push the ear. And then, you know what? Let's bring the jawbone something up to here. And I'll push the ear a little bit back, a little bit towards back, so it will align with the jawbone. Like this. Very easy as long as you know where the start with a bigger shape. Now let me clean it up here also. Let's clean it up here. You may be thinking that it just very raw type of you can erase it, you can just go, but you need to practice how to control the proportions. Once you have control on the proportions and everything, then you see how easy for you to render a basic portrait, any type of portrait. You go and pick up a reference photo and just observe, see what, where how what the shape of this face is, what it looked like, and then you start with the according with their proportions. Some, like I discussed earlier in the class, that everybody's face is different, right? So you should understand, observe what the features are look like from the side, how the nose, how the eyes will look like, how the eyebrows, how the, see, this is the side of the face, and you get away with drawing another eye, you get away with the other part of the whole face, right? So it's very easy, but sometimes it get very difficult for some people, because they usually, we don't draw from the side, right? We go with the front, or maybe looking a little bit here or looking a little bit there. So that is the only challenge, a little bit challenge, I would say, not too much. So people are not get used to it. From, yes, some people can draw from the front, because it's a very common, we see in every daily basis people. And here, it's easy. So this is easy, right? It's just no nothing, no variation involved. It's straightforward. Looking front, you will mark the line, keep the ears and the underneath the nose and the eyebrows, and then you do the lips, the bottom lip, and give a little bit shape to the jawbone, the chin, and then the little bit forehead, and the lower part of the lid, the top part of the lid, eyebrows, let's shape it up a little bit more. And then you expose him to the light, like where the light is coming from, right? Give him some here if you like. After you finish, then these are the things come second, right? Like how you uh, shape him up, the rest of the objects on his face. Like, let's say I want to give him a mustache, right? Like you can put a mustache like this. You can try these, right? And then you can try a goatee, put a goatee on his face. See what happened. Like change, give him, do some variation, right? Like on the same portrait, you just go keep working on it. You'll have fun. Basically, you will see how much, and then you can put a head. You just give him a nice head if you want. Let's make it darker. Looks like a Walter White. There you go. You can change. You make him a older person. You can give him some wrinkles, right? Give him some wrinkles, from more uh, wrinkles on his face, like that, right? Here, the eyes. Let me just go closer look so you can see what I'm doing, right? Here, you give him some wrinkles here, wrinkles there, there. So you can change it, whatever you like, right? Like what, where you practice, right? Practice, see what type of, and then you can give him a beard also. You can just go give him full flush beard, keep the shape of the face, and give him a beard, and cast some shadow, because the head is cast some shadow. Give him some shadow. The eyes, I want to clean it up a little bit more. The eyebrows, let's bring it down a little bit more here, because see that I'm putting a dark value, and whatever the values I was putting initially, it getting lighter, because soon as you put a dark, let's say I put a light value, mid value here, and soon as I put a dark value, the mid value get lighter. Now I have to treat this. So what happened, there was a dark value initially, right? But now as soon as I put a dark value here, that mid value get lighter, so then I have to treat it again. So don't worry about too much, otherwise you will be ending up making too it would be too much contrast in your sketch or drawing or painting, whatever you're working on it. But this is how you work with the change the variation, change the shape. They give him some more, like make him happy. Just go give him more happy face like that, right? Give him a sad face. You turn it down, he'll be a sad person. So change the emotions, change the features, change, put some extra stuff. So and give him a little bit head, like, and give him a coat, very broad type of shoulders. The collar of the coats are coming here. So that type of stuff, right? And yeah. So this is how you treat your portraits. It maybe sounds easy, like how I'm explaining. Trust me, it is easy if you work with the uh, with this. Follow that procedure, right? Like where you start, you put. You can start from here. You can do that also. You put a chin, you put a neck, you put a eyes, the nose, like that. I don't do that, right? I just go with the this, put a line. That's easy for you guys to understand how to control the proportion. And then the ears has to be along with the eyebrows and the bottom part of the the nose. And then you can change the gender also. You can go give them a little bit change the eyebrows, and then it it change the it turn into the woman face. Let's say if I want to make a woman face, then I would put two. Nose will be a little bit shallow. The lips, eyes will be a little bit bigger, more prominent. The eyes, uh, the eyebrows will be more push up a little bit. The lips, right, and a little bit eyelashes. Give a little bit eyelashes, and and the and the hair, of course. And then you control. Let me go look closer. Look, and then you control the chin. Be very control. The ears are peeking from the hair. More control on this jawbone. You can erase it, not a problem. But the ear, this side of the ear will be here. The neck, and then I will clean it up a little bit. I put too dark here. Eyebrows, eyelashes, the nose, a little bit shadows on the eye socket, the hair. So this is what it is basically, just to show you how to change the certain features. You change the eyebrows, you change, you just go with the eyelash, put some eyelashes, like that, and it will change very quickly, and you can tell that what it's a woman face. And let's control some light, and the neck would has to be a little bit uh, more cylindrical, and then a little bit the bottom eyelid. Put cast some shot. There you go. So this is how you change the features of the person face, right? So I would go uh, study a face, like a portrait or something, and then you go and change it, right? Like, make sure, first of all, you want to make sure that you need to be very comfortable with this shape, right? This shape, you go let me just go to the new page, and we can work with the new page. Where? Here, there, here. So let's get the new page. So if I go, you have to be comfortable here. You make sure that you go put these first. If you are a very absolute beginner and you have no experience, and you go put these marks on the paper, right? Then you go and draw certain features, right? Like, draw certain features of the face also. Of course, first the proportion, get a little bit hint of what's going on this object, right? Just get a little bit nose, the lips, and then you cut it out a little bit, chop it out. It depends on how much you want to keep him a skinny face. You can go a little bit more. You can go a little bit, but you don't want to go too much. You don't want to go get into the eyes, right? You just keep it here, so much distance from eyes and here, and that's it. You want to make him a chunky face, you can go a little bit more and keep it this distance more. And m- make sure that this distance is very important, like I said. So you keep the distance by erecting these lines. Put a line here, right? Line here and line here. That's all you need. And then you go put these two marks, buttons I call it, then eyebrows, then you put two nostrils, the lips. Just vaguely, you don't need to be very precise at this stage. Just go get something done, right? Once you have something done, you will feel better, and you said, I want to go more. I want to create a nice, realistic type of face. So you go more. You put some more marks here, there, a little bit here, the top part of the lip, like a little dimple here, and then you clean it up the nose. You give nose a little bit more shape, a little highlight on the nose cartilage, and then give a little bit, make a upper lid like this, very like lightly. You don't need to explain too much, and then you go create a nice shining on the lip, like highlight on the lip, because the bottom lip is more cylindrical, so it reflects some light. And then you go a little bit chin, make the eyebrows more darker, and now of course the two lines, the ears, and then you keep the boundaries of the face here. Let's say I would put a face here. Okay, then you go here. So that's how it get it done. There you go. So once you have this part, right, then you'll see how comfortable you will be rendering the rest of the face, right? Like, once you have this, then you can go back and you said, okay, I have a problem here drawing a nose. So you draw a nose individually, like how you render the nose. So you go, keep drawing it, keep practice, and then you will see how you be comfortable, and as soon as you go back to the main proportions, then it's easy. You know that actually how to erect the nose here, and you go put a nose, right? If you let me go zoom in a little bit, it's too out. You said, okay, I have a problem with the nose, right? I mean the eyes. You go start drawing the eyes like that. You go put a semicircle here, then you put a one value, mid value, make it cover, block it, and leave some highlight. This will give you a more chance for you to render because it looks good soon as you put a highlight, and then you put some little bit dark value here there like this. And if it is woman's eye, then you can put some eyelashes and put a bottom lid, the tear duct, the top eyelid, right? And then you go control the light. So once you have this, right, so you see now you can go back and integrate or incorporate this to this. Oh, now you say, oh, I have a problem with the lips moving. I don't know how to draw lips. So you go practice on the lips. You put a line, just put a line, put one arch, I mean one triangle or whatever you call the shape, and then you put a little bit dimple here, and then you do the bottom lip like this. And you, soon as you have this, then you shape it up. You said, okay, I don't like this type of lip. I want to get very uh, round like that. People have that lip, and then you create some light to it. Get a light. Actually, I'm going to talk about some about the light also. What is the reflected light? What is the how you control the certain the mid value and all that. Let's make it a little bit lighter because it's getting too dark. And you create a little bit more light to it. Sometimes you like to draw and you are in the mood, so you don't want to stop. This is so addicted, right? You once you start something and it's coming out good, it's turning good, then you will be keep going and going, and that's the time you enjoy your uh, sketch or painting or whatever you are drawing. So here, then you go draw without the line. You just put a mark here, a little bit mark here, and then you put a mark here, and then you just go block the control the light. A little bit casting shadow from the bottom lip, a little bit more dimple here at the edge of the lips, more control marks, more detail. There you go. Oops, sorry. Here, that's how you work with the smaller smaller features of the portrait with the different and then of course once you have control here, then you just go work in this. And the ear also, if you're working on the ears are kind of ignored. People, they don't draw because they think it's not a very important part of the face or feature. They just uh, they tend to ignore. I don't know why, but it is important part. You should know how to draw the ears, which is very simple. Let me show you quickly. So this is the very quick example, how to draw an ear like this. There you go. Okay. So once you have this, then you can go, if you want to practice, you go one, you put one mark here like this, and then you put another mark here. Just leave it, don't let it go all the way down right there. And this the V-shape type, you go with the one flow, come back here, and then you just leave it. So that will give you the shape of the ear, basic shape, right? I'll keep it here because actually it's kind of little go out. So here, there, and the circle, and then this goes here, and this will goes here. That's all it is. So one line, right? You go a little bit, give a little shape. You the other line, then you go with this little Y, and then you give a little bump here, and you go with the inside of the eye, the ear. That's all. Very simple. Just practice, practice. See how once you have smaller shapes of the portrait, then you'll see how easy it is to control the proportion. Let me go out a little bit. Control the proportion by doing this, right? And then you go. Let's say a person looking here. Let make him looking here, and he's looking up. So I will go put this, and then for the eyes, that is the main. The ear, because of the eyebrows, put two eyebrows. The nose, the lip, the bottom lip, and then you shape it up a little bit more. The chin bone, and because the nose is more exposed from the bottom, the eyes you can make it a little bit shallow. The ear, the neck, the shoulder, and the nostrils, the bottom eyelid, the jawbone, skull. There you go. So this is how you, and then you erase the, like I said, always you erase this draft like this. If you want, you can clean it up more. It's all up to you. You want to make the chin smaller, you can make the chin smaller. Get the eyebrows, give more shape to it. A little bit more shape to the lips. Make them straight. Clean this up. And you give them a little bit shape to the structure of the face, bony face, and you go more. Let's get the nostril right, because nostrils are getting a little bit bigger, and the nose is here. Let's give a little tint to the nose. The ears, let's get some more to the ears. Are getting a little bit messy here. And then you go give the neck. Let's clean it up a little bit here. The and the eyes. Get some. Actually, the time is over, and I'll keep going because I'm enjoying here. Let's give a little bit more clean up here. Clean up here. Eyes need to be cleaned up a little bit more. Tear duct. Some eyelashes, brows, and the lip, the bottom lip. So there you go. Whatever you want to do, you can still play with that. You can go maybe put a dark value here, right? You put a dark value here and let them expose by itself. You don't need to draw a very hard line here. You can just put a dark value here, and it will expose automatically by itself. You don't need to do anything. So this type of stuff you can, and then once you satisfy with the proportion, you said it looks good. Actually, the proportion, I'm very happy with that. And then lastly, you go control the light. You go expose him to the light, see where the light is coming from, right? If the light is coming from here, light is coming from here, 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 whatever you suggest. I say light is coming from here, so this part will be darker, like this. Like this chin will be darker, this side will be darker, the nose will expose automatically. This part of the upper lip will cast some shadow, and this part of the forehead will be blocking light. So this what this portrait will look like after exposed to the light. So the light is coming from here, and a little bit more on the chin, also on the neck here. So there you go. I hope everybody understand the main basic shapes first, right? And then you break it down in a smaller shape, like how to render eye, how to render lips, the ears, and certain part of the eyebrows are not a very difficult. It's no problem, but the eyes, the nose, people get confused with the nose. So and the lips, sometimes they get confused also. So just work on these things, and once you have this done, the puzzle solved, then you put this back into your the shape, big shape, right? And you put this in, and then everything will work for you. Trust me, magic will happen. So that's it, like this. You'll be enjoying like this. Okay, now I'm gonna end the class here. It's already 10 past 11, which I have to go somewhere. So I will see you in the next class next week, and we will talk about more, and that would be a last class. That's all we need, 4 classes for this uh, portraiture. If you please send me a text if you need to get more classes for the portraiture, but for me 4 classes are more than enough. And then the next class I will introduce some pencil colors and some watercolor we're gonna put in the portrait we done here in the class. I will show you how to control the light and create the flash tone and all that with the watercolor, with the color pencils. Maybe I'll bring some acrylic also, but it's easy to understand with the watercolor and the pencil, and easy for me to control the class, the subject in the class also. Okay, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video next week. Have a great weekend, and hopefully, please bring some more people to the channel. It'll help me to subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon button so you can be notified when I'm online or I upload a new video. Okay, see you next week. You take care. Goodbye.